West Coast.
What is going on? Happy frickin' New Year, everybody, and welcome to 2023. I guess this is the year. This is the year it all happens. We've been waiting 2023 years for this to happen. So happy New Year to everybody, man. I hope everyone had a good night last night. Was safe, and many of you stayed up till midnight. I know some of you did. I was hanging out with some of you in the chats. And yeah, I didn't have any drinks, but it was nice to hang out with a bunch of people. So Vern was nice enough to get the countdown going early for everybody. So let's see what we got going on here. And actually, I'm gonna post this link here for you peoples that could join me maybe. So I've got 2 new action figure pins for everyone to feast their eyes on. Tell them if they like them or not. So here's what we got going on. We got the Left Coast Graphics Big Cartel store. Can I zoom in? I can zoom in. I can zoom in. So today I've just added to the store for pre-order the Gammo and the Hut Slayer enamel action figure pins. So there's still a few I'd like to make, but I figured I'd get these 2 off my chest, so to speak. And I'm going to do everything I can possible to have a little chain attached. It will most likely come off the side here as opposed to in the middle where I have it drawn. But if they can't add on a chain for, a decent price, then I'm just going to include the artwork as it is. So be fair warned, I'm not changing the price. So that's why I'm hoping that there's no big price increase to add a chain, because it's not worth the huge price increases when you try to change it up a little bit. And we also have one of my favorite vintage action figures of all time. Maybe it's because he's green, maybe it's because he's mean, but it's Gammo for the first time. So these are about 2 inches tall, 50% scale of what an actual action figure would be. That's how I like to make them. I think I need a little music. What do you say, Vern? You know my style. All right, so I started off with Vern. Welcome, Vern. Looks like I got 12 cool kids in the chat. Marcel. Bonjour, Marcel. Marcel is a fellow Canuck and a super, one of the more talented artists I have ever encountered. So I hope everyone gives Marcel Chenier a follow on Instagram and check out some of his hand-drawn artwork. And I think I put a couple hours into prepping my stuff to reveal today. Yeah, Marcel puts months into his pieces. Unbelievable stuff. Happy New Year to you, Marcel. Lack Attack, welcome, Lack. 23 minutes early. What was going on there? Mr. Blue Sam Squanch, another fellow Canadian. Happy New Year to you as well. Rozov, how you doing, buddy? This week, Vern's Coffee, my local Starbucks, now selling mugs. There you go. I think Vern might need that one for his mug collection. You got this one, Vern? You got this, Vern? Got this mug from T Public? Welcome, Razaf. Happy New Year as well. I think Vern actually was order number 1 today, so you might get an extra little prize for that, Vern. Thank you very much. You are greatly appreciated. Unless you were talking about ordering that Yorkshire Starbucks mug, because I make 0 pennies off that. Glue that beard on and wax that dome. Let's go. No waxing. I got enough glare without waxing. So I'm leaving my little notifications on so you can see. I get a little bit busy when I launch some pins, but not as busy as I used to be, I'll tell you that. And Moderator of the Year, Rolando, thank you very much for everything you've done over the year for myself and others in our community that appreciate what you do in the chats by posting some links and just generally being there and appreciating your support. So thank you. Happy New Year. And I know everyone feels the same way. Mr. Gary Moore, how are you doing today? I think you were, Vern. I'm not going to out your last name, but it was definitely a Vern. So you and the other guy named Vern might have to duke it out. Mr. Pete, how you doing, sir? Happy New Year to you. Mr. Lobot, Happy New Year. Let's see, am I catching up? Sometimes it scrolls too fast. Yes, thanks, Rolando. This is Marcel. His Instagram, which, basically you're seeing the photos of his artwork, which is hard to do justice, but you'll see some photos of his artwork in other people's homes and collections, and that tends to do it a little more justice because you can kind of see with the proper lighting and framing and autographed plaques by some of the most wanted autographs you want. Yeah, definitely. And there's a website for ordering his prints. So again, artists like myself and Marcel more so as a more hands-on fine artist, your orders and support are what keeps us going. I'm pretty sure Marcel doesn't drive a truck during the day because I know how many hours he spends doing his artwork, and he charges a fair value for his time on these prints. So it goes to show how much work is involved sometimes in producing a couple of prints for people to hang on our walls. And some of these are not small prints. They're pretty large, fantastic prints. Yes, when we have an award show later this, why not do it this month? Rolando will win the Moderator of the Year. Absolutely. Welcome, Mr. Duffman. If anyone wants to join, I'm posting that link again because I'm not so good at jabbering with myself. Just make sure you got pants on. There's children watching. And if you do anything wrong in the chat, Mr. Orlando will take care of you. If you know what I'm saying, Thanks for posting that link as well. I also have a link posted to the top of the chat to the Big Cartel, which is where these pins are available. If pins aren't your jam, which I don't understand why they wouldn't be, but I still have some of these really fun embroidered patches of your favorite beasts. So, you know what beasts were made, and you know what beast is not right here. Actually, there's two beasts, to be fair, that will come in 2023. So I'm just trying to dial down, what kind of textures and, final results I want to have, because these patches are 1-to-1 scale with your favorite Kenner beasts. So yeah, I just have to get as much detail into these stitches so you can appreciate the texture and what goes into the manufacturing of these patches as well. It's a whole new art form. It's a lot of fun to make these and to go back and forth with your supplier with what you want to get out of it. So in this one, we have an enamel pin and we have a patch, and just to make them pop for presentation, a fancy art board or backing card. So all of this is based on my original vector art, and all of these pieces of art are of my toys from my collection. So not only are you owning a piece of my collection, you're going a little deeper, because they are photos from my personal collection, and so it's either that's cool or it's not very cool. It's what it is. What it is. And if you pre-order both, where are we going here? Both these pins today, like Mr. Vern did, you will get a free return of the sticker pack. So sticker packs were some of the first items I produced when it comes to these vintage retro action figures from your favorite space documentary. These are 1-to-1 scale for what the toys are. So these are all about 3.75 inch in scale. They're vinyl. They're digitally printed on vinyl, laminated, so they are, waterproof. You can't put them on your coffee mug or your bicycle, your water mug, what have you. They're just fun little inexpensive pieces of art. That's all they are. Maybe we'll see some magnets like this in the future for more fun and play value. To be fair, but the stickers are a nice, fun little inexpensive way to appreciate the vintage Star Wars goodness. Space documentary. Good morning, TJ. How you doing? Happy New Year to you as well. So this will be a short one. If no one's going to jump on and argue with me about something or have a little Vern rant, bring it. Let's hear it. Otherwise, I'm just going to share some of my favorite artists, because ain't nothing wrong with that. So let's just give my Instagram a refresh. And because we're talking pins, I'm going to go to one of the first pin people I ever met, and kind of, in a way, convinced me after just getting associated with them and talking with them about their business and their art and what their hobbies and whatnot are. It's a younger couple. Let me share the right window here. And I met them in Chicago at Star Wars Celebration. And that's Erikel and Bella. And they are from Punch It Chewy Press. So Punch It Chewy Press, pretty simple to type that in, but since I'm here, I can post it. And these guys are fantastic people. They really taught me a lot in the early stages of my artwork and what I was going to end up doing with it, and about their dealings with different manufacturers, and they've had some mistakes and they've had bad things happen, and then lots of good things happen too. So it's a little bit of trial and error with these companies. There's literally hundreds of these companies, if not more, that produce metal crafts and patches and stuff like that, because it's not something that's commonly done in North America or in Europe. But they're a younger generation. They still have a love for the OG characters that we all love, and taught me a lot about maybe different paint variations you can do with these items, and different finishings and different packaging. So if you're looking for some more fun, retro and space documentary inspired artwork, definitely check out Punch It Chewy Press. There's some cool cats. Let's see. Let's pull up another one. I think you guys are seeing me scroll here, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, don't look at that. Hey, this guy, I'm going to like that post. A very good whistler. And yes, I have drawn the complete sand barge vehicle thingy. Oh, I'm going to like this post. Look at that. Okay, I don't know when it's gonna show up, so let's go Tim Barron Art. So Tim is a fucking phenomenal artist. Like, there's lots of different styles he can produce and create, and you'll see his work on so much stuff that you may not have, even realized if you're not a fan or a follower of his artwork. So he's got this good creepy vibe, this horror, space, retro art, whatever you want to call it. It's just phenomenal, and it's inspiring to me every day when I see him post that his artwork is on, a new skateboard, or he got to meet Tony Hawk to discuss the new artwork that he's doing on the skateboard design. Just phenomenal. He's designed several action figures in the Super 7 reaction figure line, and as well as some other customs of his own. Just badass, man. He's so inspiring to me, and you may see a lot of my influence coming from his artwork. I'm not as talented with a pen, and this guy is sometimes it's just magic. So definitely give this artist a follow on Instagram, and yeah, man, he speaks the truth, and I've asked him lots of questions, and he's always open to discuss different things in the art business, whether it's licensing or who's nice to work with or not. So let's stop sharing someone's legs. And let's just catch up, see what else we got new in chat here. I know you guys are shitting it up. From the first 12, none, Gary. The first 12 do exist. The first 21 actually exist. So although there may be 3 or 4 or 6 that are sold out from that first 21, there is 21 plus mini action figure pins available. And Gary, you've always been a huge supporter, so I always appreciate seeing your emails that you made to order, and seeing you show up in my chats, and others. You are another valid and very welcome member to the community. So thank you again. Happy New Year, Gerard and Cameron. How are you gentlemen doing today? Thanks, Rolando. Captain Spaulding, welcome. And yes, please subscribe, guys. It's all about sharing is caring. I know it's not easy to always share this kind of social media stuff, but sometimes if you have some other different social media handles that you use that maybe aren't your personal or your work, it's good to have those just for these reasons, for sharing fellow artists and content creators like many here in the chat. It just helps their page and their brand grow, and in the end, life is better. So how can I show this? Can I just hide myself for a minute? All right, this is just a test. Bear with me. The big sand barge and that artwork without my fingers being on it. There you can see it on this blue milk archive edition coin set. So as well as the Jabba the Hutt. Sorry to not the best shot. The slug guy, and that slave ship we can't call slave ship anymore. I drew these, but these are basically off the, the vintage collection, actual toys. That's what they are. They were pictures of actual toys in people's collections, and that's just the way it is, folks. But these are really awesome. This came with that vintage collection archive edition book. If you don't have that book, it is still available at bluemilk.com, or you can check with them on the Instagram or social medias for other ways to get a hold of that book. I'm sure they'll be at some conventions and whatnot this season, as it's open. Everything's open again. So thank you very much. I was hanging out with these fine folks last night. So thanks, Shanti and Josh and all the guests you had. Oh my God, I'm a mess. Someone woke me up at 5 in the morning today. Nice to hang with you guys last night and bring in the new year. Hello, Vern. Nice for you to meet Shanti. Vern, I really want you to come in and just give me a rant for what's the first thing in 2023 that you have to rant about. Oops, I just posted not the link. This Vern is for Vern. For Vern only, this link, and anyone else who wants to click on it. Let me close some of these windows. As you can hear, my phone is silent for the past few minutes, so that's orders not ringing in. There. See, we need more of those noises. Oh, here it is. It's an official press release from Vern Lab, Oakhurst Studios. No rants in 2023 is my resolution. So it's official. It is what it is. I'll give you till Monday, Vern. Yeah, I agree. Like, didn't you just start a new channel called Vern Rants? So silly. You need a new battery page, a whole channel devoted to batteries. You'd be surprised how many people would be all over that. I didn't even read that. That will last as long as my workout resolution. Yeah. How many years? Many. Hey man, just film everything. You never know. If you're enjoying it, then you're doing it for a reason. It's memories for you. It's memories for your family. Family that don't live near you and don't know what your park and your walks might even look like. Ranted about not going to rant. I watched your top 10 rants. I think I counted 11. So I don't know if that, takes down the real true meaning of putting the number 10 in your countdown. So yeah, now that I've gotten 1 million view hours from this live stream, I'm going to call it a day, because I just want to show off my stuff. Your support for those who did decide to pre-order those, and you get the free return of the sticker pack. It's worth it. Those were $25 at one time. Currently on sale for $10 if you want extras. Nothing wrong with extras. And I'm going to make more fun videos like this, because that was fun. And it's like, 8 seconds? So now I got to update this. This needs to be updated. I can add maybe about 14 new designs to this. So, yeah, you could have all of these. And you can also have coffee mugs and t-shirts and stickers and shower curtains and floor mats and you name it. It's all available in TeePublic and in my threadless artist shop. So thanks everybody for hanging out with me for a quick bit today. You are all appreciated, and I enjoy your company and your support every single day. So cheers everybody. Let's have a great weekend.
Left coast best goes.